Just to be sure, there's a spoiler. Another season of Rick and Morty is officially in the books, and while the latest finale already had audiences in bits, an easy-to-miss detail adds even more tragedy to Rick's story. Having continued the franchise's quirky and humorous adventures, it's fair to say very few anticipated Rick and Morty Season 8's ending to be quite so heartbreaking. Sure, the show has had plenty of emotional episodes in the past, but this one certainly caught viewers by surprise. The plot focused on memory Rick infiltrating Beth's head, but as her memories became sentient, Beth's mind started to become overwhelmed, leading to some out-of-character decisions and reckless behavior that became increasingly worrying. Rick's vulnerability and commitment issues were also a key theme in Hot Rick, making it fitting that he would be the one to rescue Beth and revive Space Beth. However, the closing moments left him all alone in a devastating crescendo, with one minor detail adding to the emotion, cementing Season 8's finale as one of Rick and Morty's best episodes. Welcome to Movie Spy. Hot Rick, reusing Don't Look Back, adds even more emotion to Season 8's finale. The song's return made Rick's lonely ending all the more heartbreaking. The final song in Season 8's finale really helped sell the somber tone of Hot Rick's conclusion, and it may sound familiar to long-term fans. Don't Look Back first featured in Season 4's finale, which introduced Space Beth and revealed that Rick cloned his original daughter. Here, Rick admits that he was a terrible father, with the song providing a solemn climax. Now, Don't Look Back returned with a remixed version, while Rick sat isolated in his car after nearly losing both of his daughters and screwing up his relationship with Bug Ann. This time around, he did all the right things and tried to be a better person, yet still wound up alone, with the updated song providing a real gut punch. The lyrics include lines like, "I know you tried your best," and put an emphasis on moving forward, something Rick tried to do, which still left him hurt and lonely. It was already disappointing seeing Rick suffer again in Season 8's finale, but the return of this iconic song is a reminder of his lowest moment, making his ending even more painful. Why Don't Look Back is so important to Rick and Beth's story. The lyrics and tones say a lot about Rick's relationship with his daughters. Rick's relationship with his daughters is arguably the most interesting in the entire series, and Don't Look Back helps convey how complicated it is. The animated show may primarily be a comedy, but it isn't afraid to dive into deep subjects and pull on the audience's heartstrings, which the dynamic between Rick, Beth, and Space Beth has done repeatedly. With Rick being a somewhat absent father and Beth having a violent childhood in Rick and Morty, the protagonist decided cloning his daughter was the best solution. However, this only made things far more complex, especially with Rick not knowing who the original is, yet it's clear there is still love between them. Don't Look Back seems to epitomize this with its heartbreaking tone and lyrics, with Diane's version stinging even more. Diane's death has been a pivotal part of their story, especially in the recent finale, and the song's return perfectly captured the emotional weight of Rick and his daughter's relationship. Hence, it has become an ever-present part of Rick and Morty. Thanks for watching.